Hail and matches adventures, it's me, the Spud King. I greet you in the world of Baldurs Gate 3, and today I present you my monk build. So, let's start. So first of all, we need to pick our race and sub-race. For monk, I recommend sticking with elf and picking wood elf, because it will increase our movement speed. And monks like to go and run around in the battle. For background, we can pick entertainer, for acrobatic and performance, criminal for deception and stealth, or soldier for athletics and intimidation. And of course, urchin will work just as nice for sleight of hand and stealth. Pick what you think is better or what is your background for your role-playing will be. Another good choice will be outlander for athletics and survival, so let's stick with it. For skill proficiency, we will pick acrobatics and insight. And just like that, let's distribute our points. So main characteristics will be dexterity and wisdom for your key power. For this build, strength is not really important, same as intelligence and charisma. So we can kinda dump every stat and just go and pick everything with 15. Add 2 points to dexterity and 1 point into wisdom. And just like that, our monk is ready to go. Before I show you how to play monk and how he actually looks like in early levels, let's level up and see how the build starts. So level 2 monk. On level 2 you will get additional class features, additional key points, unarmored movement. When you're not wearing your armor or using shield, you will gain increased movement speed. That's why wood elf is a really nice race for this pick. And you get different actions for your monk class. Patient defense. If you use it as bonus action, attack rolls against you will have disadvantage, and you will have advantage on dexterity saving throws. Step of the wind will double your movement speed, and jump no longer requires a bonus action, so it's useful if you want to have a lot of movement speed instantly in the start of the battle, or just change from one target to another. And step of the wind disengage. You can disengage, and again jump will be no longer required as a bonus action. And yeah, I totally forgot to tell you what monk can do on even level 1. So, if your dexterity is higher than your strength, and yeah, of course it is with my build, attacks with monk weapons will be scaled with dexterity bonus. While you're not wearing armor, you add your wisdom modifier to your armor class. That's why we need high wisdom. And after making an attack with monk weapon, or while unarmed, you can make another unarmed attack as a bonus action. So that's like core concepts of the monk on level 1. On level 2 I explained everything, and let's go to level 3 where the build starts. So here the build starts, and we will play as Way of the Open Hand today. So Way of the Open Hand, you specialize in unarmored combat, using your hands and your control of ki to heal or inflict grievous hurt. Sounds nice. So you will unlock different actions with flurry of blows. You can flurry of blows topple to make your opponent prone. You can flurry of blows stagger to make them stagger. And if your enemy is staggered, they can't take reactions. So it's nice to use when you attacking someone and want to disengage after this attack. And flurry of blows push to push 5 meters away your enemies. Very, very interesting stuff. And let's see how that monk will be in action. So let's go and find our first enemies. So as early game monk, you just go and attack your enemies with your basic attack. Let's just do it. Just like that. And if enemy still survives, you can use your flurry of blows, but keep in mind it will use your key points. But if you don't want to use your key points, don't miss this ability. So in the right corner, after you attack someone, you will get this unarmed strike, and this will be your bonus action that won't use your key power. And as you can see, this monk build will give you ability to travel long distance with your movement. So I just run to the first target, down this imp. Now I can even attack this imp. I can do it with my key power, so flurry of blows, or just used normal unarmed strike with my bonus action too. But we got a lot of key points, and they will regain on short rest anyway, so let's use our flurry of blows push. And as you can see, we can push a lot of distance. Just like that. So early game loop is just straightforward and easy. Do whatever you want. You can travel long distance in the fight, as you can see. 15, almost 15 meters travel distance. 13.2 exactly. But we can use our bonus section Step of the Wind dash, for example, if we need a lot more distance, just like that. And now we can travel for 25 meters. So we can just run over here, then come back to this imp, then just run around him one more time. I guess yes. And now we can just attack. That's the way of Monk actually in early game. So a lot of options, a lot of ideas you can use. And if you need to restore your key power that you just lost in the combat, some key points, then go and use your short rest, just like that. So what's going on after you level up more? Level 4 will give you additional key points and will give you slow fall. When you fall, you can use your reaction to gain resistance to falling damage. So nice idea that you can use your reaction so you can fall and take, for example, 2 damage if it's okay, or you can fall and take 10 damage and then use your reaction to take 5 damage instead. So on level 4, most important part is feat, and for my build we will use ability improvement on this part. We will get +1 to Dex, +1 to Constitution, just like that, simple and straightforward. Let's go to level 5. On level 5 we will get additional key point, we will get extra attack as any other like melee class, I guess. So we will get additional attack and we can do 2 attacks, then we can do our bonus action unarmed strike or flurry of blows, etc, etc, just a lot of attacks. And we get 2 actions, stunning strike. So basically you can stun enemies with your weapon and they can't move or take actions, bonus actions or reactions for 1 turn with just your basic strike. This will use your key point and you can use it with melee strike or as unarmed strike with your hand. So nothing special here, we don't need to choose anything. Let's go to level 6. Then on level 6 we will get additional key point again, improved movement, so we get a lot more movement speed, and key empowered strikes, so your unarmed attacks count as magical for the purpose of overcoming enemies' resistance. So now enemy that is resistant to your unarmed strike won't have this resistance. This will increase damage of your flurry strikes and other unarmed strike that you will use as bonus actions after every attack. And for our subclass features we will get manifestation of body that will do from 4 to 7 necrotic damage after we using our unarmed attacks, or it can do 4 to 7 physic damage or 4 to 7 radiant damage. And you will get awesome class action from level 6. You can heal 18 hit points and regain half of your key points and enter temporary state of boldness where you regain key points and have extra bonus action. So for 3 turns you will gain 3 more key points. Just awesome stuff. And I guess I just need to show you this. So for example, we used some of our key points and we can use a lot of key points. Then we can just go and use wellness of body, and in this state we start to regenerate our key points. And don't forget, we now got 2 bonus actions, so we can use 2 times our flurry of blows stature, for example, or we can push enemies and we can stun him wherever you like and regain hit points. Just awesome and cool stuff. Let's level up more. Additional key point, evasion and stillness of mind. So when we charmed or frighten, we automatically cast this spell and remove this condition. On level 8 we got additional feat. And again, for monk we don't need a lot of feats actually, and for my build especially. That's why we use ability score improvement again and just get our dexterity to maximum right now on level 8 for 20 dexterity. Next level will give additional key point, advanced movement, so now we won't be slowed by difficult terrain and we can jump additional 6 meters. And most important, new actions. It will be key resonation punch bonus action and blast. And that's cool part, this is like combination part. So you need to use key resonation punch and your punch will resonate with your target. And resonation means that when you resonating with your enemy for 10 turns, by the way, you can then use your resonation blast. And key resonation blast is a long distance spell, so you can cast it from 18 meters, and your creature will be inflicted with 3d6 force damage and anyone standing in 5 meters of it. So you can kinda resonate with some of your targets, then you can just dash and disengage, and then you can make a resonation blast. Something like this will be work very good on this monk. And base idea of this build actually to have high movement speed for your hit and run style, and this is like nice combination for this hit and run style and wall build concept. Let's go to our next level, monk level 10. So on level 10 we'll get additional key points, improved movement one more time, and purity of body. You are immune to poison damage and can be poisoned. Just like that. Again, build is simple because we just pick right race and then right subclass. Then we just get all of this build ready when we level up. Again, more key points and tranquility from our subclass, and long rests will give you sanctuary. So sanctuary means before you attack someone, you can't be targeted by enemy attacks or spells. So you can kind of move freely in position you want and then start attack enemy mages, for example, or other magical creatures. Still, you're vulnerable to normal attacks, but... Oh, sorry, you're not vulnerable to normal attacks. You kinda can't be targeted by any enemy attack or spell, so you're just kinda invulnerable to every condition. And that's actually a great future to be like monk, because the further in the game, the more like unarmored monk become the guy who can take a lot of damage and just die, but this will protect him. And level 12 monk will give you additional key point, more health point, most importantly feat, and again, what is good feats. So right now you can pick actually lucky, it's nice feats that give you additional luck points, and you can have advantage on your ability checks and your attacks. But actually, again, for my build, the best choice will be ability score improvement, and you can go and pick, for example, wisdom to have more key power, or constitution for more HP. So 2 points in con on this level will give you 111 points in health points, which is like 12 more points. Or wisdom for better armor class and other stuff. So let's stick with wisdom and let's go and I show you how this late game monster will play out. My favorite part about monk is that he don't have a lot of skills and spells in this like bottom part, so it's more easy to play him. It's not like mage who need all slots and still it's not enough. So let's go and show you like nice late game fight. And yeah, don't forget, monk will get deflect missiles and its reactions that will reduce damage from ranged weapon attacks by 1d10 plus our dexterity plus our monk level. So range attacks won't actually inflict a lot of damage. And if damage is reduced to 0, we can even deflect missile and put it on our target instead. So our fight starts in the late game, and I guess best idea is to go and make step of the wind dash. And this will give us ability to travel just crazy distances. You can see we can travel just full length of this ship. But we will go to this dude over here and start attacking our friend. So just take our strike. It went not good, we missed our attack, so we can use our stunning strike melee. Just like that. And we can end this turn. So while you started fight with big guy, maybe you stunned him and you can freely disengage and start attacking other guys, but you can actually go and try to make, for example, pushing strike on this dude. But don't forget it's bonus action, so we can use our resonate punch. Sadly we missed it, and we can still have our showing action, and basically that's our monk gameplay loop on all levels. So we just go and try to attack everyone with our attacks. And we are able to do around 3 attacks every fight. Then we can try and disengage, go engage someone else, etc, etc. And if we resonate with someone, then we can go and make our resonation blast. And don't forget, we can make a resonation punch as bonus action too. So he stunned, we're attacking with advantage, and now we're resonating with this dude. So while we're resonating, we can just go and disengage a little bit. And you kind of want to disengage every turn. So we can engage, disengage every turn as monk. Because you can just travel long distance. And now, as you can see, we can use resonation blast on this person. You will see this radius. So it's better idea to go and link this radius and just resonate with this friend. So resonation blast just attacked him and all other creatures, and we can come and continue our attacking sequence. Just like that. And that's our monk build. I hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to look in the pinned comment. When it's ready, there will be guides for every build, for every class, every subclass. For now, I recommend to watch videos on the screen right now. They are very awesome and funny videos about Baldur's Gate 3. And see you in the next videos, guys.